Okay, so welcome to our third episode of Smile Files. I just wanted to say we have a very special guest with us today. We have Cormac, and he is very awesome. So we're going to ask him a few questions, just have a nice, awesome conversation, and find out what makes him different and awesome. Hi, Cormac.
Hi,
Hi, thank you for coming.
no problem.
What grade are you in, and how old are you?
I'm in 7th grade
Wow.
and I am 13 years old.
Cool. What makes you stand out?
Well, I wear a brace on my right foot.
Okay.
I'm also diaplegic, so I'm affected on both sides, more on my right, and that I have CP.
What's that? Could you maybe explain?
So CP stands for cerebral palsy.
Hmm.
There's many different forms of it. I'm really lucky that I'm not as affected as most kids are. It's a lot easier for me to do things than some other kids.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Because I know sometimes it can be tough to share what you have.
Yeah.
Especially for me, I find that out sometimes because I
Yeah.
get asked so much, like, what do you have? Why are you so different? And it just sometimes gets to me. So, does it get to you sometimes?
Probably the most annoying question I get is I'm wearing a brace, and when they're like, "Oh, did you break your foot?" It's kind of like I have to explain what I have.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard.
Can you explain what makes you unique?
Well, I loved to play sports. My favorite sport is soccer.
Oh my gosh. I heard you made your own like soccer team. Can you tell us some of that?
So when I was in 2nd grade, I created a soccer team to do CP,
Cool.
so that all kids could play soccer. That was like really fun because I got to like meet other kids with cerebral palsy and other disabilities.
How did it make you feel when you were there with other people who?
It was really like fun. I also do this organization CP soccer for camp.
Cool.
Where there's other kids with disabilities I hang out with.
Could you give us maybe a little more information on the soccer league that you started with your parents and like how many kids?
Yeah.
Maybe?
So how it started was a day I was being picked up in maybe 1st grade, 2nd grade. And my mom would always ask me, "Why do you never play soccer with those kids?" And I told her because I never did the ball. And so we started a soccer league a few months later, and we talked to somebody who had a league out in the suburbs, and he was just saying their first day they only had one kid show up. But it grew over time, and
Oh yeah, is there? I don't know if there are soccer positions. What's your favorite? If there is?
yeah, so there are. On my school, I was assigned defense on the right side, and that was fun. I love defense. I used to play goalie.
Yeah.
So I kind of just took on the defense, and I love that because you can be involved on the field and you're not under all that pressure to like say well.
I go to an alopecia foundation, so I go to like a summer camp with kids who also are bald.
Yeah, I go to a summer camp all the way in New York.
Whoa, that's a long way away. But yeah, it's just so fun to be near those who have been through going through and they understand. What kind of person do you want to be when you grow up?
Sure, I want to do something involved in sports. So whether it's a commentator or like a.
When you feel sad about your difference, what do you do to make yourself feel better?
Usually I just think like, hey, I know a bowl of kids who are going through or who have the same differences as me that I have. And it just cheers me up saying like, I'm not the only one going through this. There's thousands of other kids who also have a disability who also feel the same way.
Cormac, I love it how you mentioned that because I sometimes go through rough patches in my experience with alopecia, and I think this, like, at least this isn't affecting me like emotionally as much as other kids. because I know people like wear wigs and headscarves, and I'm fine with that. But geez, I feel bad for those other people who just aren't confident, you know? But I mean, you're
Yeah.
an example of, you know, your role model. So thank you so much for letting us know about this.
Yeah. What do you want other kids to know about you?
Well, I keep trying regardless of the challenge I have in front of me. No matter how hard it is, I'll keep going,
Yeah.
never give up, because I feel like CP can knock you down, but you always have to get back up and keep trying. Like I had surgery in February. It was like a few years ago, but I had surgery on my right leg, and I had to be in a cast for 5 weeks. And I had I had to get out of a cast and up and running in 3 months if I wanted to go to my soccer camp. And I was able to do that.
Wow.
It tells me like, don't give up. Keep trying regardless of the challenge.
Don't give up. Thanks for letting us know that, because some kids, I, you know, like I mentioned before, they're sometimes just not confident. And
Yeah.
the purpose of this is to just inform other people in a kind and nice way on what other people have. So I'm gonna ask this next question, which I think is probably one of my favorite. But who is your favorite famous person?
Okay, so you might not know him. His name is Bono Padgett. He is a person or a CP, and he was the first person with CP to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
No way. That's like big.
So he's a really big inspiration to me. He also ran an Ironman. And if you don't know what that is, you have to do 2.5 miles of swimming in the ocean, followed by a 112-mile bike ride, and then you have to run a marathon in under 16 hours.
Wow, I don't think I could do that. My mom and dad did like a triathlon, and I've done the turkey trot. If you met Bonner, what would you say to him?
So this might sound kind of crazy, but I did meet him at my camp. But I actually did not get to like kind of talk to him personally. We did like talk to us. I think that one of the big questions I would ask him would be like, if you were a kid right now and you're at CP, what would be a good piece of advice for me?
I see a flag on your wall. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so that is the Chicago Fire flag, and how I got that is I do this organization called Team Impact.
Cool.
Who puts kids up with college teams.
Oh wow,
yeah. Up with a college team. So do you guys know DePaul?
Yes, we know DePaul. We live
So I got paired up with the DePaul men's soccer team.
Whoa.
So I've got to meet them a few times, and I've gone to most of their home games and stuff.
That's so cool.
But they gave that to me.
If I was your fairy godmother with a sparkly magic wand and granted you any wish, what would it be?
It would probably be able to a day where I didn't have CP to see what that felt like.
But that's awesome that he just wants one day.
Just
like you're
one
okay
day.
with
It's
living-
like
This is one day.
Yeah, it's so awesome that you're just
you
okay. You're just you're so happy, so confident about, and it clearly accomplished. You're so entrepreneurial. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
So what is your biggest dream in life?
Probably to inspire other people. I mean, I do a club at my school called Social Justice Club because I love like raising awareness and raising money. For example, my club just donated boots.
Oh,
So we wrapped up boots for kids who needed
wow, that's awesome.
and gave them to like 30 to like a few families.
Yeah, oh my
So
god.
I love raising awareness about things in the world.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's so awesome. And what I've learned is if you make other people happy, there's nothing that can stop you, because
Yeah, definitely.
if you smile, it's contagious. What are you doing in your community to spread smiles?
Usually we do a lemonade stand once a year to raise money for a cause. One year we did it for my soccer team. Another year, I believe we raised it for homeless kids.
Thank you so much, Cormac, for joining us, and thank you for letting us know about your difference, cerebral palsy. We enjoyed talking with you and learning more. And please, everyone, make sure to watch the newest videos we have coming out. Don't forget to smile, keep smiling, and have a great day. Bye. Thanks, Cormac.